Greetings, hello there. Uh, should I say welcome back to my channel? Okay, first let me introduce myself. My name is Harun. I'm 23 years old. I have been studying English in basic English course, or we can call it BEC, at Kampung, Inggris, Pare, in Kediri. So, in this video, I will telling about what I have done in week 2 after I learned in basic English course. So in the week 2, we learn about 4 tenses. The first one is simple past. So at the first day in the week 2, we learn about simple past tense. Simple past tense is tenses that talking about an activity that has been happened in the past, and maybe there is a activity there is activity. Wait. Oh, okay. So in short word, how to say secara singkat. Oh. So can be said briefly, simple past is tenses that talking about activity that happened in the past and not ongoing right now. At class with In the class with Mr. Tajid, we learn these tenses with 3 form sentence: positive, negative, and interrogative. The positive sentence is I spoke English. I as a subject. Spoke is verb 2. Spoke is verb 2 of speak. So, verb 2. And then English is the object. So I spoke English. You spoke English. We spoke English. They spoke English. She spoke English. He spoke English. So there's no difference in the there is no difference for verb and object. So all the subject using spoke, using verb 2. Okay, next, the negative form. In the negative form of simple past, after the subject we adding to be the didn't or did not, and then verb 1. So in negative and interrogative we didn't use past, we didn't use verb 2, but we use verb 1. So the sentence is, I didn't speak bahasa. You did not speak bahasa. We didn't speak bahasa. They didn't speak bahasa. She didn't speak bahasa. He didn't speak bahasa. So every subject, there's no difference for to be. All of them using did not. And the next one is interrogative. In interrogative, first we adding did as to be, and then after that we adding subject, after that verb 1, and then the object. For example, Did I speak English? Did I speak English? It's not it doesn't have much different from simple present. The only difference is on to be. In simple present we use do I speak English, but in simple past we use did I speak English. The difference is just on the to be. Okay, okay, let's continue. Did I speak English? Did you speak English? Did we speak English? Did they speak English? Did he speak English? Did she speak English? Okay, now we will try the interrogative and then the answer for the interrogative. Did I speak English? Yes, you are speak English. Did no. Did I speak English? Yes, you spoke English. Okay. Did you speak English? Yes, I spoke English. Did we speak English? Yes, we spoke English. Did they speak English? Yes, they spoke English. Did she speak English? Yes, she spoke English. Did he speak English? Yes, he spoke English. For negative interrogative, there is no example that I have written, so I will just make it. Did I speak bahasa? Did I speak bahasa? The answer is no, you didn't speak bahasa, but you spoke English. We will repeat again. Did I speak bahasa? No, you didn't speak bahasa, but you spoke English. The next, did you speak bahasa? No, I didn't speak bahasa, but I spoke English. Okay, next, in the same day, so in the second week, we have two teachers that teaching us about grammar. Mr. Tajwid teach us about verbal, and our second teacher, Mr. Haris, teaching us about nominal. Okay, so after our class with Mr. Tajwid, we continue our class with Mr. Haris at 11 a.m. And at first day we learn about nominal of present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. We have been here. Okay. The example sentence we had learned in class is I have been here. You have been here. We have been here. They have been here. He has been here. She has been here. Next, for the negative, I haven't been here. I haven't been there. You have not been there. We have not been there. They have not been there. He hasn't been there. She has not been there. Now for interrogative. Have I been there? Have you been there? Have we been there? Have they been there? Has he been there? Has she been there? Okay, and for we'll make one example for interrogative and the answer of the interrogative. Have I been there? And the answer is no, you haven't been there, but you have been here. Next, we also learn about a question word. The example sentence we have learned is I have been here. I have been here. There is two words that can be made, yang bisa dibuat apa? There are two words that can be made into question word. The first one is I. I. Make question by I. The question is who has been here? Who has been here? Who has been here? Okay. For when we asking about subject, we have to always using singular to be. So we have to use has instead have. So if we say who have been here, it's wrong, incorrect. But the correct one is who has been here. Who has been here? Because we don't know how many the subject yet. Okay, the next one is here. I have been here. Make question by here. Yang artinya di sini. Okay. The question word is where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? The answer is I have been here. I have been here. Where have you been? First, the formula is question word, then have, and then subject, then been. Yeah, something like that. Okay, we jump to the next day. Okay, day 2. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot something. So in week 2, in the second week, we also learn with our master student. In my class, there is 2 master student, Mr. Dwi and Miss Bila, and they are separating us into 2 study club, and me, I am joining the E group, and my master student is Miss Bila. We learn with we studying with Miss Bila every day. We study with Miss Bila on Sunday, from Monday until Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the garden hall. At the first day at September 4th, 2023, we learn about a simple present. Okay. So we learn again about simple present. In this meeting, in this class, at the class that day, we learn about simple present. Yeah, we enrich again. We doing enrichment again about this sentence. About these tenses. about this tense, and I think we can skip this. Okay, at the first day we learn about simple present, and we uh, learn about the positive, negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative from simple present. For example, there is a sentence that use it in the class. Hani speaks English at BEC. Hani is subject. Speaks is verb. Speaks is from word speak. We add it. We adding it s at the end of the word because the subject is singular. And then after that, English as an object. And the last at BEC is adverb of place. Okay, the time signal for simple present is always, often, seldom, every day, usually, once a year, sometimes, on Sundays, or another days. Don't forget to add s on the or adding s on the day names if we are mean to say setiap hari Minggu. So we say on Sundays, not on Sunday. And the next time signal is here and there. After that, we also learning about question word. Miss Bila make a sentence like this. Always visits his grandmother at hospital every month. And then Miss Bila Miss Bila asking us, and then Miss Bila asking us to make, and then Miss Bila asked us to make question word by always visit his grandmother hospital and every month. In the end of the class, after the class in afternoon, Miss Bila give verb 3 dari give. Miss Bila gave us a task. She asked us to make a sentence by make a sentence for four verb that he has given. Every word we have to make a sentence using simple present, and the test will be checked tomorrow. Okay, we move to day 2. In the next day we learn with Mr. Tajwid at September 5th 2023 about past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is a tense that talking about activity that is ongoing in the past when other activity is happened, and there is a connection with today if meets with two time signal this morning or blah 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 ago. So past continuous tense have something called K2K, konsep dua kejadian. So past continuous will be separated with when or while, and then connected with simple past, or simple continuous connected with while, and then after that is past continuous too. Okay, for example, Mr. Tajwid make a sentence: I was having dinner at the restaurant. I was having dinner at the restaurant. That means I was having dinner, not now, but it was happened in the past. In here we are using after subject we adding to be was for subject I, she, he, and where for you, we, they. So the example sentence is like this. We will repeat again. I was having dinner at the restaurant. You were. So for you, we using you were. For you, we use where instead was. Okay, let's repeat again. I was having dinner at the restaurant. You were having dinner at the restaurant. We were having dinner at the restaurant. They were having dinner at the restaurant. He was having dinner at the restaurant. She was having dinner at the restaurant. And then for the next example, that konsep dua kejadian is I was correcting exercise book when Salma came. There is two activity in this sentence. The first one, I was correcting exercise book. This sentence is past continuous, and then connected with simple past. Salma came. Salma is a subject. Came is verb 2 of come. So the translation is aku sedang mengkoreksi buku latihan ketika Salma datang. So this is the example for konsep dua kejadian. Okay, and then we move to the next day because in Mr. Harris' class at day 2 we didn't learn about new tenses because we focus to checking our exercise book. We move to day 3. I'm sorry, let's check on. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. Simple present. Okay, so after Mr. Tajwid class at 10 a.m. as usually we had studied with Miss Bila at Garden Hall, and the topic at that day is present continuous, because on previous day we learn about simple present, and so on the next day we learn about present continuous. And the sentence is, a little boy is reviewing the lesson now. A little boy is reviewing the lesson now. A little boy is a subject. Is auxiliary. Reviewing is verb ing. The lesson is subject, and now is adverb of time. And okay. In the same day, Miss Bila also checked our task that she has given before. My task, I make 4 sentence using present continuous. Okay, let's just move to the next day. On day 3 with Mr. Tajwid, we learn about the next tense, past perfect tense. This tense is talking about activity that have been happened in the past, when other how to say peristiwa. When other event is happen. Okay, I will repeat again. Past perfect tense is tense that talking about activity or event that is happened in the past, when other event is happened, and there is connectivity with today if meet with 2 time signal. Okay, the example sentence is like this. I had drunk a cup of coffee. I had drunk a cup of coffee. For the other subject, we also using the same formula. You had drunk a cup of coffee. We had drunk a cup of coffee. We had drunk a cup of coffee. They had drunk a cup of coffee. She had drunk a cup of coffee. He had drunk a cup of coffee. So there is no difference. The time signal for these tenses is yesterday, last blah 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 blah, this morning, blah 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 ago. So the form of kalimat dua kejadian for these tenses is past perfect connected with when or before, and then after that there is a simple past, or simple past, and then after that there is afterward, and then after that there is a past perfect. For example, I had drunk a cup of coffee before we ate. I had drunk a cup of coffee. This is past perfect. After that, we ate before to connect with the next sentence. We ate. We ate is simple past. So that is the example. After that, in our class with Mr. Harris, then we learn about nominal of simple past and past continuous. So the nominal form of simple past and past continuous have a same formula. So there is no difference. The example is I was young. I was young. You were young. We were young. They were young. He was young. She was young. Okay, for the negative, I wasn't old. You weren't old. We were not old. They were not old. He was not old. She was not old. For interrogative, was I young? Was he young? Was she young? Were you young? Were we young? Were they young? And then after that we train we train with question word. I was young. Make question by I. Who was young? Who was young? We have to use was instead were because we don't know the subject is singular or plural. And then after that, I was young. Make question by young. The question is, how were you? How were you? Where and then you. How were you? Okay, after that, after nominal of simple past and past continuous, we also studied about nominal of past perfect. Past perfect. So for past perfect, the formula is subject, and then after that we adding had been. After that, the object, nominal, adjective, adverb, or anything else except verb. Okay, because this is nominal, not verbal. The example, I had been here before the accident happened. I had been here before the accident happened. On the next day 4, okay, in Wednesday we learn past perfect continuous tense with Mr. Tajid. Actually, in this day we didn't learn too much because most of time is used to preparing our oral exam. But this is what I have I have written. The example word we learn is I had been taking a bath when you come. So this tense is also using K2K or konsep dua kejadian. So we adding. So the formula is past perfect continuous and then connected with when, and after that there is a simple past tense. So the example, I had been taking a bath. I have been taking a bath. I have been taking a bath is past perfect continuous. After that there is when, and then after that there is you come, which is a simple past. You came. Past perfect continuous is talking about action and or event that have been started and ongoing and is ongoing on the past but have not happened again at present. Okay, that is what we learn in Mr. Tajid class. After that, in Mr. Harris' class, we learn about nominal of the same tenses, which is past perfect continuous. So this tense is talking about an event, that is happen on some duration of time, some certain of time, on a certain that is sorry, let's wait. Past perfect continuous is talking about an event or activity that is happen during a certain time duration in the past. So we have to remember happened in certain time duration. This is the different about this is the different past perfect continuous and past perfect I'm sorry, past perfect continuous and simple past. So that is what we had learned. So that is what we have learned on second week, and the next day, on Friday, we doing our oral exam for the first time, and our tester is Mr. Tajwid. Unfortunately, I can't get a perfect score, so there is four questions. There is four questions. The first one is move to. We have to move a sentence from one tense to other tense. And then number two is about change to. We have to change a positive sentence to negative or interrogative. The third question is about question what? So we have to make atau verb 3 make. So we have to make a question according to a word that Mr. Tajwid said. And the last one is translation. We have to translate a sentence. For this last question, one question is applied for all students. Yeah, this is applies on all students. The question is, gorden itu berwarna hijau, and all of student except one student named Lauria is giving an incorrect answer. So only Lauria has a correct answer. Myself, for me, on my saya sendiri, I myself answered the curtain is green color, but Lauria, which is answered the correct answer is answering the curtain is green. So the difference of our answer is only one word. I say the curtain is green color, but Lauria say the curtain is green. So unfortunately, I was incorrect. So I didn't get perfect score for that oral exam, our first oral exam. But I'm not upset. It's okay, because I'm here to learn. I'm not here to show that I can or I cannot, but I'm here to learn and improve myself, not to compete with other people. But maybe that is a good thing. If we competing with other people, maybe we can have big motivation, or maybe can improve ourselves more than uh, just studying all alone without any motivation of competition. So maybe that's all what uh, I that's all I can say about my learning journey at week 2 in basic English course. For the next video, I will make a video that is talking about what I have learned in basic English course day by day. So not what I had learned in 1 week, but what I had learned in 1 day. So I will make one video every day. Every time I had learned 1 day at BEC. This is need a consistent. I have to be consistent. I have to be more motivated, and I have to be more how to say, I have to be more smart when to lebih pintar. I have to be smarter in managing my time. So I hope I can do it, because I come here in Kampung Inggris Pare to studying, not for something else. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Maybe nobody watching it, because I made this video just to how to say, just for me. Yeah, just for me. I make it for me, not for educational purpose, or maybe for AdSense purpose, or money oriented, or other thing else. No, I make this video to improve my speaking skill. So every day I will talking about what I have done the whole day, what I have learned on that day, and maybe what I wanna what I want to talk about what I want to talk about what have happened in my day. Okay, that's it.